tried to install him by the old one.
Alright. Welcome once again to William's Adventures with our wonderful party in the Forgotten Realms.
Woo!
Oh, you're okay. Oh.
Feisty boy.
For our last episode, you guys traveled from Waterdeep to Candlekeep. Managed to get in
Their voice.
and actually started doing a little bit of research.
I walked the grounds. Waiting for my turn to blend.
Yep. Where they call you in and say, it's dinner time, as you hear a bell ringing.
Good.
And you see pretty much everybody, when the bell rings, start walking collectively towards the main keep.
All right.
In
What's having a seizure?
He's dancing to it. He's just like, oh, this is music, okay. There he goes. Yeah, that'll get tuned for you, bud.
He's not gonna pick up now. He's like, oh, fuck that shit.
hello?
Yeah. He's having his lunch.
Hello.
Hello, hold on a second there, Mr. AJ. I will get right back to you. As you guys walk into the main dining hall, there is tables everywhere. Oh, there is a video. Sweet, thank you, sir. And as you sit down, the high reader, who's sitting up at the main table, is a dark-skinned humanoid male. And he's sitting there, and one of the avowed are like, as guests on the first night of being here, please sit up by our high reader. It is tradition and custom.
All right. Okay.
Mustard, he's cute. He's
I will take my seat.
So as you guys sit down, another avowed comes up and starts putting down platters of food. And the food you see in front of you, laid out on the table, are steamed dolocris with herb butter, steamed clams in cream sauce with asparagus and seasoned herb mashed potatoes, and plank fiddlehead with cranberry sauce with toasted nut garnish.
It's a bit
Now-
too fancy for me.
If you're wondering
gonna say for Bella,
what
that
a
sounds great.
dolocris is, I have two pictures here for. Thank you, AJ, for the pictures. I kind of typed them off your video and put them on here so that they would have a pictures. This is an actual ancient earth crab.
Oh.
It is called the big-eyed crab. They're about 7 inches long. So they're really big.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But in the Forgotten Realms, they are common. They're still there.
Aye, they're too fancy for me.
Fancy food.
They're way too fancy for me.
And then one of the avowed says, we have a special guest back from his adventuring. He's one of our avowed that runs errands and verifies lore that,
Hello, master.
you know, we need, you know, like certain questions answered. He does travel. He
Shit, we're gonna be caught in the
has
spot.
traveled numerous realms, numerous planes, And he is our guest again. Welcome back. Mr. Pickett, please have you at it.
First of all, I'd just like to say that I find it extremely difficult to hear what you're saying because you've got your microphone set to voice level, so it only activates when it's hearing, and you've got a lot of background noise, so it's like
phone call, not speaker.
Yeah, it's very difficult to hear.
I'm sorry about that.
How do we fix that?
Speaker level.
I don't know how to do that.
There. Let me take a look.
Here, I know how to do that.
Let
on
DJ
Discord.
Oh,
do it.
speaker. There we go. That better?
There we go. Much better. Thank you.
That's fine. We can do it without.
It'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
We'll move our microphone closer.
If you take your Discord, you can actually go and scroll up and turn his volume up without having to turn your phone volume up.
No, it was the volume on our end.
I know. I'm saying if you want to catch him a little better.
There we go.
How's that?
Right. That's much better. I can hear you now.
All right.
Fantastic.
All right, party.
Careful.
The man that walks up to you is... You never gave a description of your dire halfling nature.
Really?
So he looks very human. You may notice after a while that he's got very large bare feet and quite large hands, but otherwise is the same size as a normal human. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Do you happen to have your dragon with you?
Yeah, Macrotexel. No, he's around. He's not a pet. He's a companion that lives in the same tower that I do, towards the water on the western side of Candlekeep.
So he lives over here.
Yeah, on the other. Yeah, if you go to the coastal side of the Great Library, and there's a sort of a cross-shaped, chapel-shaped thing with a tower there. That tower right at the end there, on the very far point, is the one that they put me in because it freezes over in winter.
Oh.
And I'm quite often not at home in winter.
All right. We aren't graced with his presence. We're not worthy.
I know, right?
Technically, I'm not one of the avowed either because I'm not a member of their clergy, so I don't wear their robes. They're very nice robes that they make from the wool of Baragost.
Okay.
Oh.
But I'm always there for a free feed of Alkazaars crab.
Yeah, free food can't be good.
That does look good.
Yep.
So who am I looking at? What is this ragtag bunch of adventurers who have found themselves in my country?
Yes.
Ragtag is an understatement.
That is an understatement.
All right. I'm going to start from my left. Introduce yourself.
Ivor Oakenheel, a half-elf, dressed in a very unique clergy style, very sickly looking, but holds himself quite prim and proper.
Our bard in training.
All right, moving on.
Resident house goblin.
And his actual in real world wife.
Hi. I play a mountain dwarf known as Toki. I got recently now, not long had my beard and shit burnt off of me, but I got it all back. I now have elven braids through my hair thanks to my wonderful friend Belladonna. A
I won't
nice
mention it.
trimmed beard. I don't tend to stick to the norms of dwarven culture since I've been on the road quite a lot. I am quite a little gruff looking but pretty young looking at the same time as well. I am right now I have a big freaking red cape on me and a shield, and I am walking around with my mount, a boar known as Sir Lancelot.
And then my wife.
Okay, I am Nicole. I play Belladonna Catal. She is a descendant of a very interesting elven mixture of High elf, Sylvanas the high elf grandmother. Her grandfather was actually a very good friend and traveling companion of Dritz Duerden. Her grandfather's name was Renthark. He was also a drow, but she is essentially, for lack of a better way of putting her, she is a noble, but she is also kind of a princess lineage. She is a warlock, and her archfey patron is the Prince of Frost.
Hello. To not confuse people, there are two Bens here. I go by Okami, the Japanese word for wolf. It's long nickname.
So we got Ben and Okami. So this is Okami.
I play a human, basically sewer rat kid. I am an arcane trickster that really likes to find rare magics. And critters. A spider that I have enhanced into the corpse of a giant spider, so I get to ride that around sometimes.
You got jealous. No, I'm joking.
I think you got that before you got what's wrong with that?
I'm joking.
But I originally had come from the
No, that's Sir Lancelot. He went into the spider.
Yeah, from Strixhaven on the more Magic the Gathering side.
Yeah, I got him in Shadow there.
I am DJ. I am playing a tiefling with closer to magenta colored skin and short black hair. I am a ranger. I dress mostly in greens. Interesting point of note, I am missing my left hand, but it is replaced with a magical prosthetic that is made by technically my character's ex-husband, Ren, who is playing by my husband, Ben.
Ben, I am playing Ren Polkord, a artificer gnome and we are both from Eberron.
Landon? Oh, Eberron.
Yeah,
yep.
I'm from Eberron as well, Toki is.
Yeah. He doesn't have it with him, but he has a giant beetle that is kind of his
storage
mount and excess storage and like small shop in the back of it for any field work.
I take it all of these large creatures are parked somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's outside.
Well, the pig's with me.
Yeah,
the pig always ends up with the door.
They are in the court of the air where a flying coach came in. It's basically ripped off lightning rail from Eberron that they made into a coach out of Ironwood from near Mithranor.
Is it self-propelled or does it have some beasts carrying it?
It is
self-propelled.
That's a good thing because you want to be careful about the griffins that land in the court of air quite often.
Yeah.
Well, with how some of us drive, the griffin should be aware of us.
We have too many crashes to even know.
They'll avoid the spider for sure.
That's how I lost the beard, was because of that cart.
Oh.
Yeah, the cart kind of ran her over.
Ran him over.
So, do you
What
have
brings you all to the keep?
It's
beautiful.
It is.
It's inspiring.
Quite vast in
They've been in the
knowledge.
library. I've been walking around in the courts.
Quite
It's
fantastic,
pretty cool.
actually.
Yes. Why are you here?
Well, a number of things. Looking for information that have to do with Mithranor. We're all currently employed by Elminster. And we.
The Sage of Shadowdale.
Yes,
How is he?
Yep.
Oh, well enough.
He's doing all right. Last time we checked, but that's been what 2 weeks
been a
almost.
couple weeks.
It's been a little bit longer than that now.
I've just been reading some stories of his. They're very bawdy, quite funny.
He's an interesting fellow, to say the very least.
I grew up knowing him. He's a hoot.
Lots of sides to his personality. Be wary.
I've seen a third.
Yes, we've met quite a few Elminsters so far.
Yes.
There was the alien doppelganger that was pretending to be Elminster for a while.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah, that did not last as long as I think that doppelganger had hoped.
Hey, my stiletto through its head was great. Okay, just saying.
I know.
So, what about yourself? What exactly do you do here? And what are you doing?
Well, part of my my job, as you could say, is to collect lore and investigate the world around us, and bring back journals and things that I find here to essentially earn my keep, literally my keep on the corner here. I've been here for many years, providing text on a regular basis, and also going into the catacombs and archiving and passing on information. I'm very good at travel, and I'm very resourceful, and have been around for a long time. I'm a lot older than I look.
Oh, interesting.
And how old would
I also
that
get on.
be?
I also get on fairly well with the guardian who exists down in the catacombs here, who hopefully you won't meet.
Oh, don't say
Catacombs.
We just got here.
Guardian.
Visit the catacombs.
No artistry on their wall.
You have too many skeletons as
Please
it
do
is.
not give the child ideas.
He has a portable hole full of skeletons.
Yes, we don't need to go in the catacombs.
Yeah, we
Only
already.
a third or 2/3 full. Currently, I sold a lot.
This is true.
Speaking of selling things, first speaker, I do actually have a book here that I've restored, the Alkazaars Appendix you were asking about.
Oh, interesting.
Have you not seen it? It's great.
No, we
It's an
haven't.
account of... Have you heard of the hero Alkazaar?
No, unfortunately, I'm not familiar with
I'm not
him.
quite familiar with that tale.
I've only been here a few months under the employment of Elminster. I
Yeah.
came from Strixhaven, so.
Same with myself. I'm from Eberron, so I've not
Well,
had any tales
since
from
you...
that.
I presume you have access to some of the books here. There's a limited amount of books that you'll be allowed to read. This is a particularly good choice, though, if you want some entertaining stories. I was lucky enough to be in the keep when Alkazaar first arrived, and was witness to him telling his stories of his adventures, including the one that he couldn't finish, which is I've always been wanting to investigate. It's in the book here if you want to have a look. Oh, not very big. It's only a few inches by a few. Yeah, have a look.
Sure.
The
Right on the spot.
It's so cute, baby.
The book he hands you is very dark brown with gold corners on it.
Thank you.
Metal corners. If you want to know it, see the picture, here's a picture of it.
Ooh.
That's beautiful.
Flip it open, kind of look through it. Anything you suggest reading on it?
Oh, Alkazaar's unfinished tale. His unfinished adventure.
His unfinished adventure.
unfinished adventure.
He turned to the
Yes,
back,
sir.
see if there's Woody.
Okay, yes. Hey, let's make sure he doesn't want
Yes, it's the one called The Tale of the Lost Golem.
Ooh.
The Avowed here have been wanting me to investigate it for years, but I tend to avoid constructs. I don't trust them.
Yeah, we had a little run-in with a couple golems.
We did.
There's a world I've been keeping my eye on for a long time, a very obscure world off the beaten path that is experimenting with artificial intelligence at the moment.
Oh.
I'd love to get in contact with them.
Oh, it's very hard to get to.
Well, information on that would be quite interesting.
Safe or something I can.
You won't find much. It's got an unusual name called Earth.
Yeah.
Not nearly as exciting as Eberron, I'm sure.
Eberron is
Although-
an interesting place.
Very interesting.
I haven't managed to get to Eberron myself, but I've heard much about it.
Personally speaking, I am fine with never returning, but that's my own personal experience.
Well, the people seem
Yes,
decent
it's
enough.
I
There's
mean,
many worlds connected to this one, thanks to the ancient portals and the secrets of the creator races. The stone portals of the Petrarchy are of particular interest of mine.
Stone portals?
Yes, you may notice that they're quite distinctive. They have 3 stones. They form like a doorway lintel. You can see them around the place occasionally. You may hear rumors of them being used by patrols out well past the Moon Sea. Further you get towards the mysterious east, the more influential the archaeology of the Petrarchy becomes.
Oh.
right?
Wow, for the first time in my game, they're actually taking notes.
Taking notes.
I was gonna say a lot of them just rewatch videos.
Actually, don't.
I would take notes, but I'm on baby duty.
So, do you guys have any more questions?
Mom's making food for baby.
Well,
Yeah,
I
no.
don't. I'm interested in the portals, the thoughts of the golem. So our DM has given me a scroll that I have not really been able to do something with quite yet, but it is an ancient scroll from Mr. Nor. It's a 10th level golem summoning spell.
Really?
Yes. And
Summoning or creation?
let me find that real quick. That's been a long time since we've actually talked about it.
I'd hate to think you cast that somewhere and take a golem away from vital tasks like keeping back seawater from flooding a town or
I believe it is create.
dredging wells or something like that.
I believe it was the creating.
I believe it was create. Create golem. It's a DC 30 to cast.
Very
10th
tricky
level.
for an alchemist. Quite often the masterwork of any, or life's work of any alchemist is producing a golem of high quality.
Mm-hmm.
The components alone are fortune.
Yeah, I actually have picked up recently in Waterdeep a tome of Iron Golem creation. So
Really?
that actually set me back a good chunk of gold.
I'd be careful flashing that around somewhere like Tether or places where they have large standing armies who don't like siege machines coming at them that they don't control.
It's for further research purposes as a artificer looking for where I'm from. What were war forges of war actually turned out to gain sentience and have actually become more, well, human, should we say? So it's.
I've heard of this. The living golem people of Eberron.
Yes.
Somehow managing to capture souls, which I don't know how they managed to do that, but the golra that they wear on their foreheads are quite distinctively the same magic that animates, that binds mummies to their curses and liches to their phylacteries.
Yes, and looking, that's been something that has interested me, and
Fair warning, never reveal that golra to a devil.
Indeed. I will keep that in mind.
Do you have any?
In wizarding circles, we would call that your true name.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yes, a name is one of the most important things in many magical circles, you would say.
So, it is. We were told that you had visited several other planes. Could you tell me how the weave interacts between those, like going between the different planes? If there's any just changes that might happen, leaving from Faerun going to some of these other ones that I have not exactly been to, but run into others going to in our travels.
Well, it's a complicated question. The weave of Faerun is under the control of the divine. It's personified in the goddess, of course, of magic, and she is the weave and the weave is her. But also it is the natural flow of energy across the land. You can alter the weave by landscaping, the flow of rivers, the location of monuments and things like that. Quite often cathedrals and things like that are on sites where the weave is particularly concentrated. Due to the activities of various civilizations in the past, areas of the weave have been broken or disrupted through concentrations of magic, particularly the song magic of the elves, which supersedes a lot of the limitations that the gods placed on the use of magic in the realms. The Great Sundering, for instance, is one of those, and we're seeing the repercussions of that through time and space. As for other worlds, some of them it's not regulated by the divine, so it's up to the individual spellcaster to be very careful not to spoil the land and disrupt those natural flows of energy. Eberron is one of those places where you can have patches of great disruption. There's another world called Athos, which has seen widespread devastation through the misuse of those natural energies. So you can say that, yes, we have to, if you could call it suffering, suffer under the restrictions of magic use on the world of Faerun, but we are protected in many ways from those disruptions from less ethical mages who are willing to sacrifice the rest of the world's comfort for their power.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm no wizard, though. I'm just a sage, so I can't give you a personal account of what it's like to use the weave. I have cast a few spells in my time, but I'm no sorcerer.
Other questions?
I don't have any.
In regards to Minster's work in Mithranor, what are your opinions on his restoration project there?
I know nothing of it. I've never been to Mithranor.
But surely you've read of stories.
Not much.
Alright.
So, in Mithranor, there's a mythal, and Elminster is looking to make another one. It looks like there are, through the history that he has spoken with us, there are several mythals that used to be around. And that is where, if I remember correctly, the mythals kind of fell out, and that's where the weave had to come in. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm just not all here today. But with the mythals coming back, is that like do you believe that to be more like the Band-Aid over the thing that has already happened in history?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Sorry. That was my misunderstanding.
I have a question then. In your years of collecting different bits of lore and information through the years, what is your most... What is the one that you found the most interesting little tidbit or...
My discovery of Deep Amaskar and the fate of the Amaskari people.
Oh.
Also the discovery of the Spellweavers and the plot of the god Jurgle and the fall of Netheril. The fact that Karsus was not acting alone, but was a member of 6 wizards who were trying to enact the transition into godhood.
That is interesting.
Also the disruption and now dispelling of the Dragon Rage mythal and the curse across dragonkind has resulted in a new formation of a dragon princedom in the land of Murgum, far to the east across the Moon Sea. Across the Sea of Fallen Stars, I should say.
Interesting.
Be very wary of dragons who don't fight each other.
Berry of dragons.
On cranberry sauce, high speaker? I see you polished up another crab. Be careful, you know you're in Christian.
Mr. Pickett, are you done with your questions, or do you have time to give them a little tale?
Could hear a story. Sounds good.
Well, I am heading out to the Dragon Princedoms next when the weather gets a bit more clement. I'll be heading off on foot along the southern coast, and I plan on passing by Halrua. It's been many years since I visited that nation, and if there's a place where you want to learn about the weave and its activities and an ethical use of magic, that's one. I've heard they've got a bit of a ecological disaster in their waterways involving some aquatic trolls or something. Oh no, that's right, umberhulks. Aquatic umberhulks. Causing all sorts of problems with the local villagers. Since they carry on the tradition of ancient Netheril, the higher-ups are all the magic users, and they don't really care much what happens for the marsh folk. But they live in a sort of a symbiotic environment where they rely very heavily on the basic goods and services that come from those very rich marshlands. And yeah, it could spell disaster for their civilization if they're not too careful. So I thought I might head over there and lend them a hand.
That's
very fair. Very kind of you.
It's on my way.
fair.
I mean, it's self-serving in a way, because travelling along the river deltas is extremely dangerous unless you have the help of those sort of folks. Same with my investigation of the marshes around Cormier, for instance, the people who live in the marshes there, who farm catapleibus and make the infamous death cheese. You might have heard of it. They're very, very handy to have on your side, and they're not very welcoming of strangers who go anywhere near the glass ruins of the ancient Petrarchy in those places.
Interesting.
Did I hear death cheese correctly?
None of us have ever heard of that.
That is a new phrase.
Yes, catapleibus death cheese. You may even buy it from Aurora's Whole Realms catalogue. Basically, like the what do they call it on Earth? The Sears catalogue. But yes, it is a real cheese. It's quite edible. Not as dangerous as it sounds. Just the cows that it comes from, you don't want to get anywhere near, because they have the habit of turning you to stone and poisoning you with their breath.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's definitely
Take some careful handling.
Oh dear.
Huh.
Ooh.
Yeah,
But
that
enough
would
from
be.
me.
That would.
I tend to waffle on about these things. I get around, is what I'm saying.
We don't mind.
If you have any further questions, feel free to send me a magical missive. I'm around in the keep in there. Most of the mornings you'll see me walking along the parapets, and I like a nice hot crab cake with some crackle buns and some nice sweet mead in the morning.
We will keep this in mind, and thank you for such a kind offer.
Oh, you're most welcome. It's nice to see some adventurers at the keep.
Thank you very much for having this conversation with us.
Indeed.
Thank you for sharing your time.
Thank you, Mr. Pickett.
Yeah, well.
I will be sure to put a link to your channel in my video description. And like I said, messaged you, it'll be out a week from tomorrow. Well, a week
from Monday.
A week from today for you, but a week from tomorrow for us.
Right, yeah, I live in the future.
Thank you, sir. You have yourself a good evening.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oh, good day. It's
Yeah.
It's number. It's like nearly 1 over there.
I'm eating my first fresh peaches off my tree.
Oh.
Bye for now, sir. Thank you.
That was cool.
That was cool.
That was amazing.
All of us were nervous with that conversation.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was happy watching Will Find Girl.
Just so you know, that is AJ Pickett from the Mighty Gluestick channel. Like I said, his video or his channel will be linked in the description of this video. Please go like and subscribe to him as well as us. And I do thank you again, Mr. Pickett, for your time.
Alright.
Thank you for getting our DM to fangirl.
Watching him.
Yeah, he's literally so happy.
A lot of I have watched almost all of his videos, and so hearing him pick out certain things from videos that I've seen is like, ah.
Yeah.
So now we know why you put the camera so high.
Such a big boy.
Try.
He's doing his best.
He's working on it.
He's
Such a
trying.
big boy.
He's figuring it
So,
out.
I'm coming to help you out, bud.
Maybe we should get you some of the little plastic ones that are a little lighter and more
We should-
aerodynamic.
I actually got a couple of sets
Yeah.
of kids' plates.
Yeah,
and,
We have some we should have brought.
I can bring 2 plates and bowls and whatever because I've got 4 total sets.
Ready?
alright, so to give you a general description
It may
of
be a little
the
hot.
book that you got handed was Alkazaars Thrilling Tales. And it kind of ends because, well, it was never
The
completed.
unfinished.
That
Yeah.
unfinished last story.
Yeah. And it is a weathered and cracked leather-bound tome, 8 inches by 10
No, we're
inches
not
and
doing
2
that.
inches thick.
Like, can you?
Embossed gold letters proclaim the title on its lavishly decorated cover. Its beautifully rendered interior abounds with images of Alkazaar's handsome, mustached face under his wide-brimmed hat.
It's just.
Alkazaar is often shown with a hand whipping his own flowing shirt. I'm having an issue reading right
Are
now.
you not liking
This
it?
is a veggie burrito.
But having no effect on his tight pantaloons and shiny boots.
There's like
Okay.
no flavor to it.
He's depicted looking marvelous in a fantastical
It needs a little
realm
salt. Maybe a
Yeah.
little
alongside
pepper.
his rugged and ready adventuring companions.
Okay.
Alrighty.
The
Appendix
far cabinet.
is barely half an inch thick,
No, it's actually on this side.
but otherwise has the
But
same
up there is
dimensions
all the
as its
spices.
companion. When you
A little
open
salt,
it,
maybe a little cumin.
a tiny
Which one?
amount, like a few grains of sand, fall out of the book.
Oh, interesting.
Can you see that? Thanks. Identify.
Right away.
Sand.
But it doesn't say where it come from or anything.
Anarok Desert.
Oh, poor Joseph.
No, that was
Dante,
Dante.
yeah.
That's over there by
Oh, he keeps
Yep.
hitting his head
Yeah,
on the.
he's spinning.
He's too close. He keeps hitting his head.
I see that.
No, he was hitting his head on both sides.
Yeah.
He was literally just
Swinging as far as he
whole
could.
head to the side as he would walk and spin and then just bonk,
Ugh.
bonk.
I wish I had a wider arch we could put him in. Poor tree. Oh, bless you.
You're okay, Dante.
Oh my goodness.
Dad's got you.
Added a little bit of salt.
So, are you gonna
He's
actually
going
start
for it.
reading
Yeah.
this?
I'll start reading a little bit of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Eating and reading.
Well, it did.
It was.
Reading it out loud that
Yeah,
way.
let's give it a
All
little
the
bit.
others can
So-
hear a little.
You understand that these crabs, these are multifaceted eyes like
There we
bug
go.
eyes.
Nom nom nom. Okay.
Ooh.
Like
And
a dragonfly
there
or a
is
fly.
a bottle of white wine that is served with dinner.
It's too fancy for me.
And
I'm used to just
all of
barfing.
these I've literally pulled from the Forgotten Realms.
Nice.
You're used to.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly, that
That
made me
was
hungry.
big.
And if you want to know, he
No.
actually has a video on
No,
the
we're not doing that.
Dolocris crab.
Oh, hey, Christina.
And that's where I pulled that from.
He just dropped the applesauce.
So those images literally are from his video.
Oh wow.
Because I couldn't
Alright.
find the images, and so I'm like, these look cool.
Yeah,
It's not quite as
he's.
good as I'd rather not stand
I could have done a little bit more searching, but I didn't really have time.
You're not
They
one
look
of them.
delicious, to be honest.
Yeah, and like I said, they're
Okay.
7 inches, so they are big. And it's literally the bottom of the shell with the
I
crab
know.
on top,
I am.
Okay.
with no legs on them, because the legs are served elsewhere.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh,
Okay.
Mm.
goodness. My goodness.
So I'm guessing all of you are kind of eating and
Yes.
Eating
we're
and
listening to
drinking.
whatever
listening
he
to-
says.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we
Occasionally
were.
throwing down some table scraps for so
Here,
Might trade.
anything that looks a bit too fancy for me, I'm like, no. Throw a 10.
Every now and then
I
we'll
mean-
hand off the book so that way Ren can actually get some food in.
Roll me a d8.
Do you not
See
have
what
dice?
you doing that looking at
They're right here. I just forgot which
Just
direction I put them
smiling.
down
You spoiled.
Hey, he's grown boy. He's over
one.
there, as you can see, you can get.
This is true.
Okay.
Going from the nice big pig to a
The
better pig.
after reading it for a while,
Good
one of the
lad.
first things you pick up on
Is the butt
Is-
in it? What's your favorite?
Yeah.
Alkazaar was searching for a nether scroll.
Another scroll.
And this was to be his last adventure before retiring. That's
Okay.
kind of where the story ends, is because he wasn't able to
Okay,
complete
you
it.
don't want to be held back. Okay. We're just being an angry little muffin. What, you won't back down?
That sand was from the.
You don't want to shit this right?
Okay, I got a question for you. Do you want to roll a d8, or do you want to go with my answer?
Yeah.
A D8?
Okay. What'd you get?
3.
Oh. 7.
That's what's going on. Eat rabbit.
3.
As soon as I can find my fucking. Two.
Okay. Which one of the d8s do you want to go with?
3. We got 2 3s,
A 2.
2, and a 7.
So there's 2 2s, 2 3s, and a 7.
Woo, I'm the odd one out.
You want to go with your answer or what I rolled?
Oh yeah, you went to the
If you
that face.
What you
I
roll?
don't know about that face.
It's a 7, so.
Oh, so we got 2 3s, 2 7s.
Okay. With you
Forever since I
tying
had
me,
that.
I will give you 1 clue. Extra. So on the 8 clues you get all 8.
I'm scared.
In the Anarok Desert, he came across a wandering stone golem. Alkazaar believed this golem was the legendary Sapphire Sentinel, rumored to have been created by the Netherese wizards to protect one of the fabled Nether Scrolls under the control of Prince Hamakulai.
How do you spell that?
Hamukai.
Makulai?
Say that again.
H-A-M.
Hamakulai. Hamukai.
UK.
The golem recognizes its master's name, Hamakulai. When Alkazaar mentions it in his writing.
No.
From that point, the golem followed him, obeying his commands.
I don't think idea of that.
The golem communicated through sign language.
Should we just go see the dog so we have to go somewhere with it?
Oh, okay.
They're trying to figure out something. They're stalking something.
In the writings, it also mentions he met the Badin people, who were nomads who wander around and travel across the Anarok Desert. And they said from clues he picked up that they knew about the golem but were wary of it because it was in purple worm territory. He also followed Bedin guides until a sandstorm obscured the route. The camels ran off, and after losing his guides and his transportation, Alkazaar called an end to the expedition.
Did he just give us another
Sandstorm
adventure?
and the
Camels ran off.
Did you just give us another adventure?
Probably.
Before he left the desert, Alkazaar inscribed a magical tracer on the golem in hope that he could find it again.
Seek and recover.
Are we going to rescue mission for Golem?
Golem recovery.
In there, it also says if you find, dear reader, go to the Anarok and find the lost golem, which might lead you to the discovery of another scroll.
Another ship?
Another scroll.
I don't
Well,
know
ship
how my
engine,
ears
yeah.
heard ship there. I don't know. But I was getting excited there.
Full hearing there, bud.
If it was one of those blind ships that went to
Artificer.
different dimensions, then fuck yeah, but...
And when you
Artificer
actually,
has selective hearing. He hears what he wants
when
to
you
hear.
finally flip to the last page because you're like, okay, what happened?
Oh, wait,
What
we're
happened?
reading.
On the final page of the story, cryptic symbols surround an illustration of the golem. And it says, if deciphered, the code reveals the magic words to activate a portal.
Ooh. Do we have a picture of that in there?
Oh, of the golem? Yeah.
the golem or the
The scroll.
Oh.
Ooh.
I shall call you
Covering up
incognito.
the... Making sure that he's not spoiling nothing for us.
But the picture of the
Portal. The scroll.
the
Symbols.
Portal
I
symbols.
said he could get us a blue book.
The cryptic symbols
Yeah.
around the golem that are to be deciphered.
Might be useful for getting back. save us a few days.
Yes, no.
Okay.
No. You can't think of none.
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh,
To
that's
decipher
perfect.
this. Now, before you roll, they can roll and give you advantage, or you can take one of theirs.
I'm gonna go for it.
I mean, you do
wanna
have
give
weird luck
advantage, or-
sometimes.
Yeah.
Because
My
I've also
luck's
got
like
the...
Because
super
you're
weird.
giving advantage by one of them helping you.
Oh,
I can't roll
oh,
under
oh,
23.
you might want Belladonna's. Ben, you will need Belladonna's. Trust me, you will need Belladonna's.
I'll take hers.
Okay.
It looks like a natural 20.
What's your Arcana?
With the net 20, we would be at a 24.
24.
18.
That's the lowest I rolled was a 24.
I got 17.
Plus 11 on top of that.
I got a 17 as well.
I need everybody here to either willingly or not willingly roll a will save. Wisdom saving throw.
Shit, what is it? What, my wisdom?
Yay!
Do I
I
roll?
have a 2.
I will willingly fail
Are
it.
you going to behave?
Same. The curiosity has me.
No,
Okay.
19 will save.
You know what? Curiosity. Might as well. Fuck it. I want to know.
Nah,
It might
I'm gonna
have a
make the
clue.
save.
Curiosity killed the elf.
17.
Okay.
I'm gonna make
kill
the
the
save
dwarf,
just
the
in case I
human,
need to
and the
rescue you
gnome.
guys.
17.
Okay.
We're
Now,
surrounded by wizards
Yeah.
too. They might
So
not.
the two of you
Ranger.
feel a pulling sensation, like being teleported.
Oh, but you're not allowed to teleport inside this place.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh, wait. Are we going on an adventure in a book?
Oh no.
Are we doing some booked adventures?
Me and you are going to be the only ones outside of the book.
Took you through the
You two.
Oh, no. I
And-
failed it as well.
Yeah, which means you automatically get shunted.
Yeah, we chose
I
to.
know.
You are shunted. You are gone. You are gone. You are gone.
Oh dear.
And you see the people,
okay,
your
Mark.
companions are. You know teleportation is not allowed within here. Yet they're disappearing.
Which the other wizards are probably going,
The two of you, give me perception checks.
24.
that'll be a dirty 20.
You see that every time one of your companions disappears, it goes into the picture.
Sit and wait for the picture.
Oh, good, they're still here.
You
going
don't see
on a
them,
magical adventure.
but you see them go into the book, into the picture with the golem on it.
I had a fever dream like this once.
You've been left with Ivor again.
Is that a good or bad thing?
They're just like.
All the artificer went, oh.
So did you find anything interesting today?
Cannonballs.
I didn't find information about the chair.
6.
Ah, well, I had a lovely time.
Why are you counting?
Count down.
Don't worry about it. We're just having a conversation.
3. 2.
The weather sure is nice.
1.
I wasn't planning on going in the book.
Might as well.
I cannonballed in with throwing
Fuck it.
when we all got sucked in, so fuck it.
Yeah.
Yep. We went in the book. Just before it snapped.
Oh no. Are we going?
Time for a magical
Are we
adventure.
going
I
to
just
this?
grabbed you and let's go.
Yeah, I was kind of just.
Everybody, to make me a dexterity check.
I were grabbed me around the neck and.
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
No, you're getting banned again.
17.
7.
5.
Don't land on me.
Okay, so you watch.
But
Should I make?
it was a crit one.
Okay, so all of you land safely on your feet in the desert. You feel the blaring heat automatically encompass you.
It's pretty hot out here.
And you watch everybody else in the party not land on their feet and start rolling down the sand dunes that you're standing on until they get to the bottom.
No, I just lay hard on my back and just slide down.
So yeah, you kind of surf down.
Okay.
So it's, wait. Depending on the order, like some people went first, and then like a few seconds later, then the other two come. Okay. Ah, you did come.
And you see Ivor just bowling ball passing.
Oh wait, wait! How I got drug in? Do I have a disadvantage?
And steamed crab, and now I'm dirty, dusty,
Just use your
and
spell,
there's
you'll be fine.
sand in some unmentionable places.
Use your spell, you'll be fine. Try to get up and dust myself off.
Give me a perception check, Ivor. Or not Ivor.
Toki.
Toki. And give me a perception check.
Please don't tell me it's to see if they see those unmentionable places.
You notice, firstly, there's no pig around here. There's no giant spider.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You pick up. Your pig's not here.
Oh no.
I'm not being fucked for the majority of my time.
Oh no.
You didn't drag Sir Lancelot along.
I said I cannonballed with him with him, but I guess he didn't hear me.
Well,
They're not allowed in the dining hall. It's an animal.
I said he follows me everywhere. He was feeding them table scraps.
Oh, I did not hear that.
Emotional support pig.
Right? I said I cannonballed in with him, but clearly no one heard me. So
I didn't
fuck
hear
off
you.
with me.
Oh goodness, you.
It means I need
I'll
to shout then.
give you one chance.
Oh.
One. And I pick high.
Percentile.
You can do it.
Who wants
Yeah.
to pick the percentile dice for me? I've got like quite a lot.
It's okay. We'll find a camel for you this time.
I'll also give you one
That one
chance.
and
Ooh.
And I pick low.
High for Toki, low for Ezra.
21.
Yeah.
that one.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. You can do it.
59.
Oh!
And then you look around and you see out of the air. A pig and spider comes sliding down the sand. Your pig's kind of like...
Cheryl's like, this is not where I was at a moment ago.
So I thought I was eating good table scraps. And now he's in the
Yes.
Everyone disappeared.
Just startled
Where's
pig.
Dad?
Table scraps still hanging
Yeah, he's
out
still
of its
got that
mouth.
back weird looking crab hanging out his mouth.
Better yet, Ivor is still like freaking out, and all of a sudden the pig just starts sliding down so fast.
You end up a pig bulldoze into you.
Or like right by him, and that's where he sees that he's still eating.
He goes over me, and I'm slightly more moist now. Yeah.
Alright, as you guys are laying there and picking yourselves up, you see that you're at the bottom of a sand dune, over next to a rock, is a single rock. About
I'm
50
going over
feet
to it.
away.
Going over to it.
And there's people over by it with shovels digging.
Oh yeah, these.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
Are
sandstone.
we going to be brave enough to... Well, the last golem we
Hi, people
Because the last golem we went
that are
into
definitely dressed better than
pinned
we are.
Belladonna to a wall. So...
Well, look at the bright side. There's no walls.
Yeah, but you can end up with a
Excuse
sand
me,
dune.
Which is significantly better than a
Did the
wall.
book actually tell us to the actual desert, or is this?
But you don't know what's over there.
Give me an intelligence check.
Are we in the book or are we in the desert?
Give me an intelligence
Are we,
check.
the question is, are we? Would this be investigation or just in intelligence
Oh,
check?
you're fine.
Intelligence.
Okay, just making sure.
14.
30-20.
Dirty 20.
For just intelligence, that's
Yep.
going to be a 7.
Intelligence?
I might have slipped some
Actually, no.
hallucinogenic wine into
Because
my
it's
tea.
intelligence, I do a small die. 8.
Just
Okay, for those who got above 8,
You get
10.
1.
This seems like you're standing in a real desert. Considering you can smell the hot air
Okay.
as it kind of blows past you, and you can get this grit in your nose. For those who got under a 10, this is a very good book.
Yeah.
Very vivid.
Very vivid book.
You must wrote a really good description about this place.
It's a very vivid book.
Excuse me. Are you
Archaeologists.
archaeologists?
What you see in front of you is 2 males. One is obviously a teenager.
Ezra, look, a friend.
The other one
I was
is
to do that
a
too if I was eating.
very old man.
Hey,
Holding
look, a
his-
friend.
holding his staff, who, by his weather-beaten skin, is probably in his 60s, late 50s, early 60s. You can't really tell.
Could it be the
Oh
good
shit,
that
he
wrote
is
the book?
close to my age.
Hey, I'm older than him. But I still look gorgeous.
This is where you get to see the other half of the picture.
I've got a feeling it's the guy that wrote the book. It's there. Fourth
And
one.
he's like, no, we're not archaeologists.
Are you of the
Strangers? Where did-
Bedine people?
Yes.
Wonderful. We just got teleported here by
A book.
a book by Alkazar.
Wow, this book is very real as I walk up and touch his face.
Please, sir.
Forgive my friend. He might. This
Did you
might-
drink
This is
some
no
of that?
book. This is real. You are in the Anorak Desert.
We left all of
Interactive, too.
Ivor,
Intelligence
did you
check.
drink some of that wine?
He's
Only a
slow to
little.
catch up on this one.
My grandson and I are uncovering this golem because we believe that this is going to lead us somewhere.
Yes, that's what the book we were reading was all about. What was the name of the prince to activate it?
It was
Its name.
Hamakula.
Hambukai?
No. Hamukai.
So
Hamukai.
he says Hamakula, but when he spelled it out, it was Hamakai.
Yes.
You see the golem react. Bang. And the dim glow that was in its eyes goes bigger. And it looks at you.
Oh.
And waves.
I'll wave back.
And then stands up, startling the 2 people who were digging it out.
Probably should have warned you about that. My apologies.
I think you're also back in time. You want to write this down in your book?
Oh, this is magnificent.
Did you see Ren geeking out?
Yeah, Ren is geeking out right now.
That's
So is
Your
Ezra.
pants,
a lot
please.
more useful than digging it out. Although it is now high noon and we probably should get out of the sun, let's go over to our tent over there and have some tea. And he grabs a shovel and walks off.
Go like this to the golem. Like follow.
I mean, it said it knows sign language, so
Yeah.
Yeah, do we?
no.
No.
Fuck.
I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
Detect thoughts.
Nothing.
I thought
It
that
is-
it spoke in sign language.
It's spoken sign language.
We
Oh no,
can-
it says communicate through sign language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who knows sign language?
But it can hear, so I mean, I'm pretty sure we can talk to it.
Fair enough. And start following the old man to the tent.
Yep.
It watches you walk up.
We'll signal it for it to follow.
For those who are actually staring at it, kind of you see it like thinking.
I doubt this is gonna work, but I will signal it in Thieves' Cant because that is a form of sign language that they have. I mean, they have shortened words and stuff that they say too, but there's also
It stares at you.
It's probably the one who used the name.
Hamakai, would you follow us? I'm going to start walking. Okay.
It watches you walk off.
Okay.
Well, turn around and I'll see if he starts following.
He starts following you.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
You're the one who said it.
You're the one who said it.
activated it.
Right,
Okay.
let's go.
Oh, great. The child's the one who activated it.
Child's going to end up sitting on his shoulders like this.
Which one do you
That's
the
actually
goal starts
stated
having
here as what happens.
Okay.
You have to get it right. Okay. So the younger person is walking beside you, and he's like, "What is your name, stranger? I am Parrish or Pesh." So,
I was going to say that name is not foreboding at all.
Not at all.
Friends call me Estro.
Hi, Astra. That is my grandfather, Shamir. And you see him; he's all excited. Yeah, and you want to go. So, do you try to travel with your grandfather?
No, my grandfather passed away a while back.
Oh, sorry.
It's alright. It was before I was born.
My grandfather is my best friend.
I know that feeling. I have a grandmother that I care about.
Oh, well, that's good news. Glad to hear it.
What was his name?
Toki, you have a grandmother?
I have
Pesh.
a grandmother.
Pesh.
I've not seen her in a while, but I miss her dearly.
And then the name that he gave was his grandfather Hamish?
Shamil.
Or Shamil?
Shamir.
I'm sure I mentioned that, so they're making me for my
Shamir.
grandmother's place.
Shamir.
Shamir.
Yeah, but I didn't know she was still around.
For all I know, she is still around.
And you see Shamir ducks
Well,
into
she's
his tent,
important to you,
opens
then I
the
hope so,
flap
too.
on it, and walk over and pour water out of a jug into a pot, and then puts it over a small fire in the center of a tent.
I have a question for the other people in the group.
Mm-hmm.
Do you all still have your message stones?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're all connected still. I'm gonna, through the thought message, I can do that through thought, right? Just
You have to speak
you
it.
have to
Message.
speak
You
it?
have to speak it out loud.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then
I can do it through thought.
that's better. I might do that to you.
Rephrase.
Do the gesture to me.
Yeah, it's the same.
Let's see if I catch. Intelligence check to see if I catch on.
It's the same gesture that we've been doing the last 8 times you've done it. You do that to me, and I do that to you.
Yeah, but
I think we're in a storybook. So
Ivor's a bit pissed because he's dirty.
Okay.
Yeah, Ivor.
no, okay.
Go ahead, roll.
For easy.
Go ahead, roll.
Yeah. As you walk
Yeah, okay, so I do.
closer to the tent, you actually see a couple camels grazing near it on small shrubs and feed that they have left out. Occasionally drinking water.
Message at you. Goodness, this storybook is so immersive.
I don't think this is a storybook. This is through the connection. I don't think this is a storybook. However, I do want you to, please, if you can, contact everyone else and alert them that when we were reading that book, they were saying don't give your true name to some people. So if they ask your name, you might want to use an alias.
Was that in the book? No, I thought that's what
I
he was
stopped
talking about.
I stopped for a moment.
This is out of character.
That was with the Warforged. You don't want them to see your symbol.
Yeah.
Okay.
That wasn't.
I thought there was something else having to do with other things.
No,
in this area.
no, it was,
that was it.
wizards and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
then that was my misunderstanding.
That is the information Mr. Pickett provided you.
Yes.
Okay.
Because he was talking about wanting to make a warforge.
That's right.
Inside the tent, when you all come in, you see that the ground is nice and level. There's like carpets laid out. And Shamir is over preparing food.
We,
Is there an oasis nearby?
And he's like, welcome, foreign guests. Please come in out of the hot sun.
Thank you.
Inside the tent, it is like 20 to 30 degrees cooler.
Oh, how nice.
And you feel that the wind that blows through is actually cooler also, due to being out of the blazing sun.
Yeah.
That is.
What are you doing?
I'm so glad I wore white today.
He's getting his mouth. He's shaking like a dog.
And then going,
One of the things you do notice is both of them carry a dagger and a scimitar each.
Okay.
You said that you had been looking for this golem because it may lead you somewhere.
Ah, in good time, sir. Business. Let's eat and get acquainted. And the son walks over and starts pouring out some tea into little cups. And grandfather brings over and on a table, short table, he sets down a platter with goat cheese and dates. Yep.
We, like I had said out there, we had been reading a book and there was a wizard known as Alkazaars had actually traveled with this for a while himself. Had met some of your people.
Oops, sorry.
And
thank you.
From what it had said, your people were a little concerned about approaching it because it resided mostly in Purple Worm territory. But,
so wait, since we found it, does that mean we're in Purple Worm territory right now?
Probably.
To answer your question first, they are everywhere. But they don't tend to be out in the deep desert like we are. Because there's other things that will eat them. As for you,
that's much more reassuring.
Mentioning magic and wizards and sorcerers and spellcasters is not a good idea.
Why is that?
They tend to be very shunned around here, especially by our kind, due to the nature of this location and its history.
That is fair.
But fortunately, you are within my company, and apparently sent here on mysterious quest, adventure? Who knows? You arrived on my door 10th step, so you're welcome.
Thank
We
you.
arrived on your doorstep and saved you probably a couple days of digging.
And for that, I thank you.
Thank you for letting us know about
Oh,
it being shunned.
a lot of people don't know about the Badine people. We tend to take and stick to our kind up here.
Not a bad philosophy to keep.
Yes, most of the trade that happens is far south. Forgive me. Far southern, more southern than we are here on the Black Road.
We were in Candlekeep, over by the Sword Coast, over by the ocean.
So you
I've heard of it,
them.
never been there.
I
spent all my time here.
More humid and less
It's
hot.
finally pooping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he hadn't pooped all day, so. Actually, no, he did.
If we can actually get this done, we might actually visit it and get out of the sun, even though this is where I grew up.
Yeah.
You said that you were on a quest?
No. No, it's been rumored among the Badine people that, about all things that happened here, and my grandmother showed me a cave once that had a paintings of this golem on it. And so I have spent my whole life tracking down this golem.
I see.
Well then, you're definitely not the first or probably going to be the last. The way we are as on the trip of finding it now too.
Unfortunately, in the middle of tracking down where this golem was going, we ran across this huge sandstorm and kind of screwed up our
bearing.
No, we don't get lost in the desert, but our continuation of what my grandmother and I, what she was showing me, and so years went by, and I've finally been able to get things together to take my grandson under my wing and come track it down.
Oh, goodness.
I see.
Yeah,
He's
messy
a little
boy.
dirty.
Messy boy.
So, who are you and where are you from?
We're from several different places, but
From
we were,
different places, but
most recently we were in Candlekeep.
well,
That's what he stated.
Yes. We are under the employment of a man that is trying to gather significant artifacts that may rebalance the world in ways, and may possibly even rebalance and prevent what happened here happening other places.
That is a noble cause.
Yes.
But that still doesn't tell me who you are.
I am Ren.
I am Baez. We're both from, actually all three of us are from Eberron.
Never heard of it.
It's a different plane, or world, or whatever you want to call it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know how this is Faerun.
it's not common knowledge.
It's just where we're from.
It's,
Okay,
it's
I
the
know
place
that
they're
land.
from.
And
Yes.
Far away.
So the land far away.
Got it.
And my name is
Understandable.
Toki, since they're same.
Oh, well, thank you. And you, young man?
I'm Estro. I'm from a faraway school.
Ah.
Ivor from the lands of Damara.
And
Belladonna.
And
That
Bella.
is Belladonna. She's actually
currently sipping her tea and enjoying some cheese and dates.
Yes.
She's from Waterdeep.
Heard of it? Never been there.
bustling place.
Yes.
It's a beautiful port.
I don't know what that is either.
It's a beautiful port city.
Don't know what that is.
Near the ocean. It's a city near the ocean.
Don't know what that is either.
Okay.
Fair
Although if we take it over the oceans of sand out here,
Do you have an
imagine
oasis?
it sucks.
Is there an oasis
It's
nearby?
water.
Yes, there are several oases nearby. If you go a day and a half to the northeast, there's an oasis. Well, that's the closest one. Yeah.
You said a day and a half?
Yeah.
That's good to know for us because we
definitely good to know.
we haven't been in this area before, so
yeah,
learning the bearings is good.
Some of the things to warn you about here is blue dragons.
Oh, lovely.
My favorite.
Yes. They usually don't come out in the high sun. They usually stick to morning or evening or nighttime.
Right when it's getting cooler.
Yeah.
Right
The
before
more prey comes out, and they can hunt better.
Yeah.
It's more nocturnal type idea.
And of course the purple worms and other creatures like beetles. Quite tasty.
Beetles?
Yes. We get some very big beetles up here.
Not coin beetles, hopefully.
Yes, when you take in, we tend to take and cook them whole, like spit them, and then cook them whole, and then you break open the back half of them, and it's
Okay.
a little bit of salt and pepper on them. So good. A lot better than camel.
Where would we find these?
You would not want to run across them because they tend to eat people. Because they swarm.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
That is good to know.
So the fact that you've eaten them and they're delicious suggests you have a decent way of combating them if they come around?
Trapping. It's quite useful.
Let's see.
Catch a few on the outskirts. Yes. Most delicious. And scorpions, of course.
Puzzle. It's times table. Not done that shit since fucking.
Alright.
I know, I'm trying to stay out of the bucket, bud.
We ready? No, you finish it.
Oh, go ahead.
Alright, welcome back from our break. Sorry, but a couple of our players had to leave. Family emergency. And Nicole's still eating dinner. I ate mine, but I'm full now. Okay. So, sitting there in the tent, eating goat cheese, sliced goat cheese and dates, and drinking hot tea.
Oh yeah, hot tea in the desert.
It actually feels good in here because with it going from hot to cold and then warming up.
There's a laser focus on the laser.
Shamir says, I don't know where you're from.
Skin.
Probably you usually travel by day. But here in the desert, we travel at
by
night. So I would...
He's making it a game now.
I would highly recommend laying down and getting some rest, because
No.
when sun sets,
No.
then we can head back out.
No. You got hiccups.
Because
Stop
now that
it.
the golem's
Stop
active, hopefully it'll lead us to its treasure. But first, we're going to head south a couple days and take and visit that cave that my grandmother took us when I was a kid.
No bite.
This way we could potentially get some more information as to where to take this golem.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no. Oh no.
So you found the golem first, and then you're going to go find the information?
Well, if you remember, I told you my grandmother, when I was a kid, took me to the cave.
Right.
So I know where the cave is, but there's more information in there that I was a little kid and I don't remember. And so helping refresh my memory would take and then potentially lead us to the next clue.
Makes sense.
Fortunately, we're camped just off a road, and so it should be really easy to get there, as long as we don't have any troubles.
Dude! Gardang. Bad.
No.
Listen, Gardang.
Jealous little baby.
Attack of the Black Panther.
So, what
He
do
doesn't
you
play that
guys
very well into the
do
I really just have to get in the
as
dragon
he
potion.
lays back on his cushions or mat cushion and starts relaxing, and will relatively be asleep here shortly.
Take watch.
Yeah, we could set up a watch.
Okay.
Set up a watch, especially for the golem, to make sure it doesn't well, oh no wait, yeah, it followed you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Probably outside the
so
tent.
it's not gonna wander off.
Yeah, it's sitting outside the tent.
Then yeah, it still would be good for a watch since we just kind of dropped into this area.
It's like sitting outside the tent by like 10 feet and facing away.
Is it facing in any particular direction that we could recognize?
It's facing directly out of the tent. The tent faces north.
Okay, so it's
facing north. But it is looking around. And you see it looking around.
Oh my God, you're still hiccuping.
So
we're getting the sleepy crazies. Yeah, we are. We're getting sleep crazy.
Punch drunk crazy baby.
It's almost his bedtime. 2 minutes later.
Yeah, so we're, I guess, like he was taking his advice, getting our rest, and taking shifts throughout.
Okay. About 7 hours will pass, and the sun starts setting. And you see him wake up fully refreshed. For anybody else who wants to take a long rest, you can.
Yep.
I guess my spider makes more silk. So.
And they start breaking down that tent and pecking it on the camels.
I will assist.
All right.
Might as well help them out.
Oh,
I will
even
also.
better. All right.
Camera.
Your mommy.
To the way.
That did make a big difference.
To the waves.
And you see the two of them load up on their camels. And they're like, well, I hope we'll be going slow enough that you can
One
walk.
person that will walk in not caring about knocking.
Yeah, I'm my little goblin.
Where's my goblin?
He's sleeping.
Wrong one.
Asleep.
Yeah,
Other one.
totally wrong goblin, dude.
Where's
In
the
there.
new goblin?
It's over here hiccuping.
Okay.
The new goblin's over there.
I need
It's like,
everybody
wait,
to roll me
you.
a d6.
Oh, yours is in sleeping.
D6.
Where? Bed?
Bed.
5.
What are we rolling?
6. D6.
3.
Okay.
3.
As you're traveling, you notice that Shamir's riding a camel and occasionally will look up and then correct where his camel was leading.
He's using the stars.
Using stars.
And you're headed south.
Guessing
I would
he's in the
like
bathroom.
to.
Probably.
I would
He
like
never announced where he
to
was going.
see where the stars are at compared to some of our other travels. Just make sure that we're in the same place, or if they look
Just walk
different.
into it and
From Mithranor, they're further.
We're further north.
Yeah, when you look north, it's more
They'll always have that
southern
type of
to you.
odd relationship.
Yep.
When you're in Waterdeep, it's more east to you.
Okay.
Oh.
And you'll see, stars twinkling up above. Nice, clear sky. And eventually, they come to a well-beaten road and cross it. Keep going.
Might as well keep following.
Yep. Keep following.
And he's weaving in between sand dunes and not going over them, but following like the valley of them. Okay.
Okay.
Do you want some of it?
About an hour before sunrise, they stop the camels and set up camp.
Oh, you are so sleepy. Oh my.
Okay.
Oh my.
We're not gonna hit. Because we're tired. We're gonna hit because we're tired.
Oh, big emotions from everybody. Goodness.
Since you've been leading the golem, I need you to give me
Big emotions.
This makes me sad. Like, I was going to learn sign language, and then now I'm at the point that you need sign language to bring the communication to goal. Oh, thanks. It's actually because my you are so.
give me a insight check.
16.
Alright, you're starting to pick up when it actually communicates with you with sign language. As you see it walk every now and then it like rubs its head and scratches its head. You hear stone on stone grating.
Oh, ribs.
But it doesn't ever seem to be damaged.
For lack of a better word, kind of a honey teriyaki sauce.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Wait, I will talk to you, but that's what they communicate through sign language. It's like, memory issues. Oh goodness, Alright.
Does he maybe want the rest of his bottle?
Oh, wait, no, it's, no.
So
That's why it's the...
Knowledge. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think it's been forever.
Alright. I mean, you're starting to pick up on it. It's very simple.
Mm-hmm.
You have Chancy wants more
But
bottle.
you're not quite getting it. But you are picking up.
Okay.
There is some on the plates too, especially the one over by the sink.
No, kitchen.
That was Tweedledee's.
Behind you.
The grandfather is Shamir, he's gonna be like, I think we should rest all day because I'm kind of tired. And he lays down and goes to sleep unless you want to talk with him.
No.
So it's now the sun's coming up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Been traveling by
Yeah. Let him rest.
Pesh is obviously going to stay up because he's a teenager and he's excited.
Huh? How many more days of travel do you think it would be?
Probably another 2-3 days travel.
Another 10.
I have to remember where it was, it's a very young man, much younger than Pesh.
So much more superior.
So, getting my bearings, I have to remember exactly what it is. So it should be 2-3 days.
Very well. I said literally, yeah. So she's like, I don't know when you have.
Grabbed Tochi by the collar, started dragging him. Hey!
Older than the lawyers.
Pesh walks over you. What's it like controlling the golem?
I'm not really controlling the golem. Just talk to it, and it has been following.
It bonded with you?
No, not exactly, but it is listening to me because I called its name.
I thought it was the name of the prince, not its name.
This is exciting. I've never seen a golem like this.
It is an interesting thing.
Yeah, this one's different than some of the ones that we've come across.
Yeah. My grandfather's been telling me these stories since my dad was my age.
Yeah. I do tend to find that our parents' legends, their stories that they tell us from what they learned, sure do help us with what we become and where we go with our lives.
That's the way we keep stories through legends and lore.
Referred to as teriyaki.
Very little of what I've heard of a paper up here, so it's all verbal legends.
Do your legends? Do you hear all this from like your village, or is that more just from your grandfather?
Almost always from the out there. They pass down the legends and lore and basically history of our land, culture.
Yeah, well, you're always kind of
the younger generations, and we have to learn it.
Right. Well, it's good to learn. History is a very good thing to know because those who don't learn from it, it can cause problems later on.
Mm-hmm.
It can end up repeating some bad things that were learned from before.
Well, here's some lore for you, since you're obviously not from here. If you see a really tall, like, pillar sticking out of the ground, like 5 feet, don't go near it.
Oh, what's that?
Fire ants. Really big fire ants.
You're not gay, keep him on as a pet.
Oh.
Fire ants.
Goodness.
That took a while to react there.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. I heard that there were like blue dragons and other things around, and the beetles. So, what can you tell us about those?
The fire ants?
Well, like the fire ants, the beetles, all that stuff.
Well, the fire ants, at least in this area, I've heard different from other areas. But up here, they get really big because, well, like there's like nothing to eat them.
Mm-hmm.
And they dig huge colonies under the sand, and especially in the packed areas. And they swarm and they breathe fire.
First one to knock themselves out.
And they have these huge mandibles. Here you go. And he pulls out this dagger.
That's really cool.
The metal part of the dagger is metal and it's curved, but the handle is like this long.
So like halfway between like
But
a
it's the
green
same
and
size as the dagger
Arabian-ish.
itself, but it's very smooth, and you can tell that this is chitin. It comes down to a very sharp point.
Sounds pretty.
Yeah, that's a fire ant.
That's really, really cool. I might have to
Not
find one
really.
of those.
Yeah, I
Keeping
heard
it as
getting
a
stung
pet.
by this thing.
You have too many.
Yeah, see, here's the scar I got. And he pulls it up, and you see this huge burn mark on his leg with a dot in it.
He's just trying to show off to Ezra.
So to be fair, I have been lit on fire by electrical burns. Caught my jeans on fire, and I know what it feels like.
Yeah, he's trying to show off to you. It's a teenager showing off to another
Here,
teenager.
you want to see what happened?
Hey, you want to be my friend? Look at all the scars I have.
So, what do you guys do for fun?
We are adventurers.
I like to read.
I adventure around. I just go
Adventuring.
around.
I used to hunt.
There's some good places to hunt up here if you know what you're looking for.
Fish.
In the oasis, there's some good fish to get too, if you can get to them.
You could probably get to them.
Don't throw me in.
Oh well. Sorry.
But usually the fish in the oasis
No,
are.
because I've still got the rope.
Still good eating.
Just take some of
We
it.
tend to dry them out with and salt them.
Ren would have. No, do it, Ren. Ren's smaller.
Right.
Actually,
I think Bies would be very happy to watch her ex-husband go bobbing for fish.
you know what? Oh, should I do it? Because the bag I have has the wyvern tail in it. It's a kid's trying to show scars.
I mean, that's... Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
a...
Yeah. So we have we've fought quite a few things around, and we've gone, we've hunted, and in fact, the spider that you saw, yeah, we took out several of those in one of the woods.
We just needed to sit.
Like a bunch of trees
He
together.
did get a bump.
Like out in oasis? Oh, okay.
Joseph.
But really
I
dense.
saw it when they walked back in. It was like, oh,
Like,
Right.
got a nice
Yeah.
little...
This is a sandy area, doesn't have a lot of vegetation, but the vegetation in some places gets so dense that you can almost not walk through it.
Yeah, it's two teenagers trying to show off to each other right now. God.
If you want me to show off, I'll show off.
Oh no.
Just show your magical spider going. Boop, boop.
Well, they said don't do magic stuff, so.
Hold on, I gotta show you something. Probably should not do this. But you see him walk over to a small chest. And he grabs it. And it becomes a longer chest. And he opens the top of it very carefully, and you hear a minor creak out of it. And reaches in, closes it, comes back. My grandfather found this he said when he was a kid. He lays down this, it looks like almost a book that's been wrapped in fabric, about the size of it. And then he unfolds the fabric, and you guys who are paying attention see a blue scale.
Where's the chair?
That's a blue dragon.
Fucking pay attention to what he wants to do.
Yeah.
It's not head puppet.
And take it and we'll look at it. Like the thickness with how they age. Is this an adult? Is this an ancient?
It looks like a young blue dragon.
Young blue dragon. Oh yeah, maybe a young blue dragon. That's a very nice scale.
Yeah, for those of us who are smart, we tend to go around the blue dragons, their
dens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And pick up their old loose scales.
That's a good way of getting them.
Yeah, we get a lot of gold from a lot of tea.
That would be a
You
good
see him
trade
creep
commodity.
back and open it. Give me a perception check.
It's going to be a 24.
Alright. That'll be a 17.
Can't.
You're gonna do a perception, Belladonna?
I don't see shit. I got 5.
Meryl. How did you do that? 18?
Okay, you guys notice that when he's opening the chest and putting it back very carefully, the grandfather's there. And seems to go back to sleep.
Aha. Sneaky old coot.
He knows he's fucking around with the chest, yeah.
And then you see him take the ends of it and literally just scoops it in.
You want to throw a dice put?
To be honest, as a character, the way that all this is, I'm more interested in the box than the scale.
Nope.
No. That's why.
Not in the mouth, baby.
No. No.
That's fake.
Oh, wait,
No, you stop breathing.
Yep.
Breathe.
You're
Breathe.
okay, baby.
Breathe.
There we go. It was literally one moment. Slam. Oh.
Yeah, that's. He's on that moment
There you
he's
go.
shoving everything in his mouth.
Yeah.
So you don't take your eyes off of him.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Dante kept trying to eat the fuzzy cat balls last night.
Child safety.
Like, literally, he'd sit there and take it.
Maybe give him the D30, the thing he can't really shove in his mouth.
Oh no, you can shove that in his mouth now.
He'd stick it in his mouth, and then he'd like pull
The reason-
out a fuzz. And
The reason why I gave him the D24
Alright.
is because I know I could get that one out.
The big one.
No, this one I know I could get out. That one I know I
Alright.
Over
the next.
Go to the ER.
Over the day,
Trust
if
me,
you're
you don't want to
keeping
pass that.
watch, nothing really seems to happen except the wind blows gently and moves sand around. You'll occasionally see a scorpion crawling across the ground.
So stereotypical.
As we start heading off, I'll ask the boy if he sees one of those pillars or if I see one, I'll point it out and just show us so that we know what we're looking for and stuff.
That I can do. I mean, having this going, seeing it, all the legends. Grandpa told me I'm more excited. I'm more excited than. Yeah, this is the best thing since sliced goat cheese. All right, y'all can get a long rest.
He's fine.
All right.
Once again, before dark, they start packing up. I need everybody to roll me a d6.
3.
2.
You want to roll for him? He's like, damn.
That was an interesting.
Actually, that'll work. Alright.
He's just angry because he couldn't eat some dice.
As you're traveling, I need everybody to give me a perception check.
9. I'm just looking at the sand.
Oh, that's a 17.
I'm just looking at sand.
21.
24.
As you walk along the dunes, a cold wind seems to howl across the desert. Just real quick.
A cold wind in a hot ass desert? Fuck, that's
We're in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
Night
it
gets cold in deserts.
Cold as.
I'm wearing my ring of warmth. I'm fine, but you're probably a little chilly if you don't have the.
Oh no, I was looking at sand and there's something.
The wind is picking up, and it's starting to make noise.
I'll stop with my spider and I'll listen to the wind.
Is there a sandstorm coming?
Sounds like somebody way off in the distance yelling. Very high pitched and you can't make it out. Almost like an inaudible screech. Way off in the distance.
I'm sorry, bud.
The shrieks of the wind soon turn to anguish.
Oh no.
As they're coming from tortured souls.
Yeah, it's a sand siren.
And you see the grandfather and the grandson stop the camel. This is a bad omen.
Is it an omen or is that a thing?
This is a bad omen. And then the wind dies down.
What?
What was that?
Omen?
Okay. And he starts continuing on.
What the fuck's the omen?
We call those the voices of the nether realm. According to our lore, they're being punished by the gods for all the magic they did. That's why we kind of shun it. Because we don't want that to happen to us.
Magic users? Huh?
He talked about that earlier. That's why I stopped when I was talking to the kid.
I'm safe.
Well. I see.
I tear you down.
God, I bet they'd freak if they saw my smoke.
You'd be shunned and then you end up with the wind.
Alright, roll me another d6.
I got 5.
1.
Okay. You start hearing legs. Like lots and lots of insects moving.
Like my spider, but a lot of them and smaller.
Yeah, but your spider's more of a tarantula, so it's kind of quiet.
Hey,
Have you seen what is that? It's that space bug movie.
Starship Troopers?
Yeah, have you ever heard the sound from when those
Yes.
things are moving?
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like that, but a lot smaller.
Hey kid, is that the fire ant sound or the beetle sound?
That's the beetles. And you see both of them sitting on camels and not moving. Grandfather's like, We're about a mile ahead of us. Maybe half a mile. Sound travels out here with nothing to stop. And then you hear it kind of go away. Well, let's wait for a little bit longer.
Just see Ezra.
And they'll wait for half an hour before they continue. And then set up camp when the sun starts to rise.
Did we get any farther along?
Oh, yeah.
Did we get over to where we can see where they
Is this
passed through?
golem following us the whole time?
Yep. And give me a perception check.
25.
Hey, Tim, you should be good to
When
come
the
through with them
golem
again.
is walking, you know it's a stone golem. You can tell it's a stone golem.
Right.
It hardly doesn't make any sound though when it's walking across the desert. It's leaving obvious footprints, but like you all are, but the sound's kind of quieted around it.
Like it has passed without trace on it?
You don't know.
times? You can go first then. I know you work harder.
Right.
How many times?
During the day watch, the only thing you notice is occasionally some hawks fly over, some other birds, some lizards,
Just have them cuddle.
scorpions, some small ants going across, the occasional small beetle rolling a pile of dung backwards. Otherwise, it's kind of pretty quiet out here.
Did we see any stragglers to the beetles when we went through?
No, but when you got to that area, the grandfather's like, yep, right there. And there you've seen all these little divot marks. Like
just completely pull through everything.
And you can see where they kind of went across the edge of a dune, and you see that dune is like worn down. So it's kind of weird. It comes at an angle, then drops almost.
Just because of the amount of beetles
like
that came
that.
by?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
We were on battlefield.
Yeah. I don't know where they're. If they're anywhere else. Ooh, those are scarab beetles.
Hopefully not like the mummy scarab beetles.
You don't want to get in front of them because they are carnivorous.
Yep.
You see?
I would know that, wouldn't I?
Maybe. You hurt yourself last time you did that. Alright. You gonna do anything during the day or just kind of sleep it off?
I would like to spend a little bit of time. If the kid still wants to talk, I'll talk with him. But I want to spend a little bit of time with the golem and see if I can do more sign language. If it can teach me things.
Give me an insight check.
That's going to be a 34. Or, sorry, 24.
Yeah. Once you started paying attention to what it was saying, you can understand it very easily.
Okay. Does it feel more sentient like a Warforged? Like, I don't know if Warforged is very... Or, Ezra doesn't know Warforged very well, but, like, does it feel more Warforged-y or, like, complete golem?
It's a golem.
Okay.
So...
Although it does communicate with you that it's...
Does it act like a Warforged, but it's a golem?
No, it acts like a golem.
Just a golem.
Okay, so yeah.
Just because of the sign language
It's following a program,
yeah.
But it's been programmed with the extra sign language and stuff like that.
It's been programmed with some interactive features.
Mm-hmm.
Do I notice any directions it focuses on more? Like, as example, if it's sitting and looking towards the north and it looks almost dead north and it looks over here, but then the next time that we go south, it's more this way and this way.
Give me a persuasion.
A persuasion?
Let's see if...
19.
This is so you can communicate with it.
Okay.
And it's like, no, we're headed in the right direction. But the old man was right about going to the cave.
Okay.
I still need to figure out what's going on.
Thank you. That was my concern, is like, if he just needed the information from the cave, why didn't he get the information and then go find the thing and go from there? But if we need to go to the cave with the golem, then it makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
No. Watch the cave be the tomb all along. Just need the golem there to punch in its 4-digit passcode.
Yeah.
Now you guys see you've been using the pound sign the entire time. It's actually the
do you
star.
have any questions for the golem? Since you can now communicate it with it.
Ooh. Shoot. he grabbed more information than I did.
Yeah, that's all right.
But was it Elith or something like that? Or wait, no. Whatever it is. The guy who wrote the book.
Alkazaars.
Alkazaars.
Yep.
I'll write that down real quick. Just so our timeline is known to be correct, I'm going to ask if Alkazaars has met with him. The golem.
Met? No. Seen him? Yes.
Did you take him to a location?
No.
Were you attempting to take him to a location?
Yes. But the sandstorm kicked up, and he got separated. So he kind of called it a day.
Is the sandstorm natural, or is it a protective barrier for heading on?
Don't know.
Okay. Do we have any other questions we might ask?
The only question I could think of is what's the importance of the cave in relation to, I assume, the place that Alkazaars was going was the place that we're going after the cave. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So...
Why cave?
History.
There's history there.
Yeah. What was the name of the place that Alkazaars was trying to go? And he was to get another hole in the place, but what was it again? Was it a tomb or was it
well
like a vault?
So what I have is the Nether Skull from Anorak Desert, Sapphire Sentinel Golem, which is who we're talking to.
Yep, that's my name.
Prince Hanakai, Hamakula.
No, Hanakai.
Hanakai.
Right here.
Okay. Yeah, Hanakai, which is also what activated the golem.
Yes, he created me.
And then you helped me learn to communicate through sign language.
You want to sit? Alright. You can sit.
The two people that we are with are of the Bajin. But their people, minus these two who have gone off on this
Send it over to me.
this travel, they are wary of the golem because it was in Purple Worm territory. But you were found at the leaning against the rock, or
Well, everywhere up here is Purple Worm territory.
right.
But they tend to nest closer to where we're headed.
Right.
So the cave or the tomb?
Yes.
Okay.
In the book, at the point, we read that the sandstorm came up and that the camels ran off.
Yep.
And that was when
Alkazaars got separated from the
separated. And so in the back of his book it said to come find you to help locate the
item that he was looking for.
Yeah. His nose is running. About to eat it.
Goodness.
All right.
And it's recycling. It's like necromancy.
All right.
Yummy.
As the sun starts setting, they pack up camp again.
Out of character, I didn't say it was the Netherese scroll in case the other guy's listening.
Yeah, we're just sampling everything, aren't we? We're already in the doorknob looking phase.
Those canines coming in, I tell you.
Yeah, it probably is his canine.
It's probably, yeah. Did I pack his Motrin?
No.
Oh no.
That's the thing I was telling you about, by the way. Just the back off. Just have anything?
All right. On the third day, the grandfather, or third night,
What
he's
are you doing?
roll me a d6.
All of us, or?
Yep.
3.
5.
4.
Damn, y'all are having a peaceful journey.
There's one.
How he's so disappointed with that.
Oh, no,
I know.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff that can happen in here.
waiting for one of us to probably roll a 6 and he's gonna be like, fuck yeah!
No, I already
You
rolled
want
a
me to
6.
just
He's
roll
looking for
all
the
four?
1.
No.
No one's done 1. Oh, I just re-rolled it and I got 1.
The grandfather stops and he's like, let's see.
There's a bunch of 2 3s, 2 1s.
Okay, we need to go that. And he starts leading, like literally turns like almost 45 degrees. And
Can you not chew on that, please?
as you come out between two big sand dunes,
Not unless you boil it.
you see a hill.
Or,
It
you
looks
know,
like a sandpit.
when you're older, like, preferably 18.
Yes, we're here.
I mean, if that's...
I look
that's
around
what
for
floats your boat, so you know.
Mounds that are 5 feet tall.
You haven't seen any as of yet,
Interesting.
other than sand dunes. He's like, aha, yes, yes. Looks just like when I was a little kid.
Except a little smaller?
Yeah, amazingly, yeah.
You're having
A
fun.
little smoother.
Maybe. Now let's go ahead and set up our camp in that flat area there, but we need to be really quiet.
Heard you elaborate?
Give me a perception check.
Wait, you're not big hearing, so
24.
19.
18 I can see.
It's not so much seeing or hearing, it's more of feeling as you're standing there and the whole ground just vibrates.
Lovely.
Tremor sense?
Actually, no, it only works on stone, not sand.
And then it passes the grandfather's purple worm territory.
Oh, yeah.
Sandworms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Best thing to do when you're you're around them is to not move.
No.
Because they don't really know where you're at if you're not moving.
Fucking fair.
Talking very quietly is good.
You know the movie, right, Tom?
But yeah, over there is stone, which is a little bit harder for them to get through, so let's set up there.
It's basically that. You move, it comes for you.
Have you
You
seen
stop
Enemy
moving,
Mine?
it stops.
Yes. Actually, I have.
Like tremors?
I'm thinking Enemy Mine where it like comes up inside the tent.
Yeah.
It's back there.
Alright, and he
Keep an eye on
grandfather leads you, and there actually is like stone here, like hard stone. You can tell it's windswept, obviously, because it is very smooth here from all the sand blowing across it.
Here you go, hat.
And usually he doesn't actually stick
Just a
the tent down like he normally would by sticking it in the sand. He actually just, they pull out sacks and fill them with sand and then put it on the rope.
Just to wait so that they can grab and go.
Yep.
And also, you don't want to put your stakes in stone.
You cut on it?
Not here.
Good for me.
All right. He's like, we're good, because nothing will come around here with that worm here. Because it's the biggest thing in the desert at the moment. Underground, at least.
You mean those blue dragons you're talking about?
They tend to fly over it and don't really go after the worm until light this thing. And lights a torch. Yeah, the blue dragons fly around on top of it or over it in the air, and they tend to get stuff that's flying or that they can see. And since the worm travels underground, they don't really mess with it unless it surfaces for some reason. The grandfather starts leading his way towards the. It looks like a cave, but it's kind of like 10 feet circular.
So
almost.
Kind of worm-bodied.
Created a long time ago by a great.
No, it looks like when you get in there and actually look like it looks like a crevice that formed between two rocks that has been wind blown, so it looks like a tunnel.
Okay. Don't do it.
He's like, whoa,
And as you're walking along, you can see where the sand's drifted in here. There's little piles and it's up against the wall, but it is like walking on. It is stone in here. And occasionally sand drifts down from the ceiling because of the crack up there. And he goes along and then stops.
Tim, who's listening? There we go. Do you want hat?
Everybody give me a perception check.
There we go. Hat.
I don't see anything now.
24.
18.
I love Reliant Talent.
You sure you want to use mine?
As you guys are looking around and the grandfather is helping point this out,
Apparently I'm like looking at my nails.
one of the things you notice is the ground here is literally churned rock. And it's perfectly spherical on either side of the hallway you're in. And he's like, purple worm came through here. As you look on both sides, like the left side is completely blocked in, or the right side is completely blocked, tumbled in, but the right side, it's like this far from the ceiling.
We're not going to be good, are we?
No.
No, you don't climb.
You're like, well, just be careful when you're walking around here. You see him pick his way across and then keep going down the tunnel that you're in. Or crevice.
Are we going to be one?
Probably going to do the same.
Probably.
I'm going to carefully
Even
escort
match his
so that way.
footsteps.
I'm gonna get on my spider that goes really, really quietly slow.
Alright.
Good thing I switched to, just standard flat riding boots instead of
Since this tunnel's made of rock, I can probably feel this thing fucking coming.
If you want to give it
With tremor sense, but I only go up to, I think it's 60 feet with tremor
120.
sense.
Yeah. You don't feel it at the moment.
Let me double check.
After about 30 feet of crossing the worm trail, the room just opens out into its cavernous expanse.
It's 60 feet.
About 30 feet across. And it's kind of a almost... Toki, give me a stonework check.
Stonework history?
Yep.
Ooh.
And I get proficiency in that. That'll be an 18.
Oh wait, you can tell that this area, it has been worked. Because it's square.
So it's not done by the worm, it's done by something else.
And you see, like, pillars that are carved into the walls, floor to ceiling.
Oh, Shadow. He waited. He
Wow.
waited. Cheeky bugger.
Uh-huh.
Bonk. Bonk. Bonk.
Like
And
Bonk,
from the
bonk,
torchlight,
bonk,
you
bonk.
guys can actually see the
Bonk.
end of the tunnel,
Bonk.
and it is
Bonk.
rubble.
Oh, no.
And on the left side, part of that is
Bonk.
collapsed in.
Bonk.
He's like,
Bonk. Bonk.
glad the worm has not came in here and eaten all this.
What is this place, may I ask?
Give me perception checks.
Wee.
Stone.
It touched it. This is cursed.
Like, these two are banished
Give it
now.
24. I'm rolling low today. I'm going to do
Yeah,
That would
I'm
be-
literally swapping. My dice are being
Started off good, Jerk.
21.
Gone downhill.
Oh, that would have been better. That would have been a 32. 24.
What? You want me? Hat.
Okay.
Hat.
And grandfather, this place is sacred. And is very sacred
For
to
me?
us, and is known as Hell Room.
Hat.
Hell room.
Hell, yes.
How rude.
You want it as
How
well?
rude.
Ready? Hat.
And this here
Uh-oh.
is called, or used to be
Hat.
called, the Hall of Rainbows.
Used to be.
Well, I don't
Do
know
you want
what
Daddy
people
to
call
know
it
that or
now.
no?
And as you look around this 30 by 60, 70, 75 foot room, about 20 feet tall, you see murals. 10-foot murals on both walls.
I'm going to pull out one of my books and I'm going to start kind of drawing what the murals depict.
And there's 3 on each side.
Yeah, what would the mural investigating the murals be? Would that be just pure investigation, history?
Hold on, calm your butt.
I'm curious.
For me, because you guys are all looking at murals, it's knowing that there's a purple sandworm running around somewhere, I'm keeping my hand on the wall. Again, I'm making sure nothing's coming.
One of the things you also pick up on is this is apparently a bat cave. And reeks of guano.
Nope, I'm out.
Collect it.
Collecting.
After my previous issues with that word, nope, bats bye.
Yeah,
Are you not
collecting
that
back guano.
for with the boys?
Nope, nope.
And near the collapsed 2 areas at the end and on the side is this huge pile.
We're not doing poop art.
Oh
We're
no.
bat poop.
My
No,
grandfather's.
he knows what it's for. I know what it's for.
That's worm dung.
Worm dung.
Oh, that's less important to me.
You go touch up murals wherever it fell.
Yeah, I know. I know. We're having a repeat of like the 3rd session. And our
Shall I go
40 what?
check it? See if we can find anything?
Oh no, you're gonna run it out. Let's search through it.
No, filter out the water and then put it into a water skin.
Alright, everybody give me a
Want some water?
perception check.
Yeah, literally, because that's like. It's just, it's
That's
like,
better. 21.
alright.
24.
Ooh, okay, so that's a 9. So
Okay,
you're starting.
so the 2 of you
Are you
see
flipping?
something shiny in both the worm dung piles.
Ooh.
What do I have I can use?
Keep their attention away for a second.
You're gonna do.
Just mage hand.
Okay. Yeah. So, I was gonna find like a stick or something.
You see the grandfather
Of course.
not even paying attention. He's going up to like
Hey,
the first
Ivor, can I use your spear?
a mural, and he's like looking at it.
I'll kind of.
I'll mage hand into and pull out whatever it is.
Ivor, can I use your spear?
Roll me a d4. Hold on. Which one are you going to? The one at the immediate left side or the one at the very end? That even at this distance, where the light's fading off, you still see this like a flicker across it, and it's shining.
The thing
I
is,
will-
it's not the spiky end, it's the wooden end.
I'll take I'll take the far one.
Okay. How far is Mage Hand?
Well, I'll go down towards it. Yeah.
All right. What'd you get on your d4?
3.
Wow.
It's a ring of 3 wishes.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
How much can a Mage Hand lift?
I think 10, but with my arcane trickster, I think it's 20. And if it can't pick it up, then I can do other things to get it. But
Oh, the dice tray behind you now.
Oh, careful, my love.
Give him a hat. Yes, Dad. Hat.
Ooh.
Since Ivor's let me borrow the spear, I'm going to use the wooden end to pick up and poke out the other one.
Do I
Out
notice
of the
Roll me a
this?
d4.
Do I notice this?
You see.
I rolled a
No, I
D4.
don't.
I'm going to give him a back. I
A 1?
got a 1.
Okay.
Just roll it out. Once I get it, I'll give him back his spear. Thanks.
Oh my god.
As you're prying it out, this dung pile is dry. And you stick it in, and it kind of pops. And goes. And hits the ground and starts rolling.
Okay. Hi.
What you pick up is
Oh, wow.
about this big.
Did you read the message from Diana?
no, I didn't.
And it's.
They're keeping her mom overnight. They
Fentanyl,
gave her
she's acting
fentanyl.
silly now.
Wow.
She's acting silly now.
Oh, dear.
Goodness.
Okay. And.
Yes, 10 pounds.
Okay. Yeah, it's about the size of a golf ball. And it's red, orange, yellow, and it's warm.
Hey, the thing was dry, so either that was very old or had recently
Your mage
gone.
hand. Nothing happens.
Hey, if you want, you can have borrow Ivor's spear again.
I'll
Can you give me my spear back?
I technically still got it, except bring it out. Do you want the spear and give it back? I used the wooden end.
Give me an arcana check.
No.
I will.
Or something that would
No. No.
benefit from gems.
What would that be?
Something that would benefit gemstone, so it would be history.
I'll bring out a dagger and
or
I'll just kind of cut around it
Arcana.
some.
It's gotta be a straight roll if it's
That-
gonna be
then,
history or arcana.
I got water. I can clean myself. I'll cut around it so I can get it loose and.
Okay,
check.
as you get to this thing and I'm looking at it and you start digging it out,
No.
you keep uncovering more and more. and more of it. Because this is plate armor.
No wonder it was less than 10 or more than 10 pounds.
Give me a history or arcana as you're sitting there digging, and what could this possibly be?
Hey, Toki, we found some armor for you.
Yeah, I'm good.
24.
You can have it,
Arcana.
Shadow. Can you not?
When you finally
Try to fill me up.
uncover it and clean it with water, because I'm guessing that's what you're going to do.
Yeah. My
I'm a little
hand is
busy
my
right
dagger.
now.
One of the things you notice is that it is covered in runes and engravings, and is not made for humans or elves. It's for a smaller person.
Like dwarves.
Dwarven plate.
Oh.
Dwarven plates.
Hey, Toki, we really did find something for
Actually,
you.
yeah, dwarven plates actually came.
Alright, what'd you get?
I'm trying to figure out.
It's either going to be history or...
If I want to check it properly, I need jeweler's tools, which I don't have. So the next thing I have to do is either arcana or history.
Can you do a history check on that?
So does anybody want to help me? Since
I mean, I could do the arcana side.
I could help.
Okay. Since my history is.
I can help, but you're cleaning my spear.
Do you don't even know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. So
I needed not touch that.
So since someone's helping me, I get advantage.
Yep.
Right.
You didn't get help from him. He's like, I'm too busy with this.
It still would have been a 24 because reliant talent.
Oh yeah.
Reliant talent. Anything that's under a 10 is
Does
a 10.
anyone roll higher than me? Because I'm shit.
For Arcana, that'll be a 19 for me.
24 Arcana.
Yeah.
That's a fire opal.
Fire opal.
Wow, this is like a dwarf. Oh yeah, that's fire opal.
Well, I'll swap you the gem for the armor if you want. I'm gonna swap. That means
I can't wear it.
I can sit and clean the armor.
Amazingly, it's freshly washed.
I would like to make sure there's nothing hidden in the armor, please.
Okay. You have
Your
a
shape
full,
water pressure wash it.
You have a full suit of dwarven plate.
Dwarven plates. I remember.
And the fire opal she gave you is worth 1,000 gold pieces.
And meanwhile, I'm going to go back to searching these murals for the most valuable thing of all. Knowledge.
Okay. Do you know why the dwarven plate?
I'm straight out of here.
I can't wear it.
I know, but it gives me an AC boost if I wear it.
Like, yeah.
Oh, that's why. That's why it was so...
I was technically going to look for that after I got so I took the upgrade, but I've done it early, so.
You're welcome.
All right. Which mural are you searching? Left, right?
We're going to start...
Remember
Which one was the closer one?
The mural on the left side.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to start. So what would that be? Investigation, history, Arcana?
You have disadvantages.
Oh,
Religion.
You
Right
can
now, I
you
can't
can look
swap.
just look.
I'm just putting it in my bag of holding for right now.
This
Cover
mural
next rest.
shows 3 wizards
No.
wearing strange hats and using magic to bring life to a stone golem. The stone golem has a bright blue sapphire in its chest. Ancient script labels each wizard, and larger inscription is engraved above the scene.
I'm sorry, I started in the middle of this, so I'm so lost.
Okay.
But I am going through this.
So 3 wizards, each wearing fancy hats. Fancy and unusual hats. One of them doubles as one of those beer cup things. No, they're working on a golem with a sapphire in its chest.
Making it?
It looks like they were making it. Each one was labeled, but unless we know the language.
And written around the mural,
yep,
in text, it says the three, or there's, it says, Abzin, Kalen.
Is that K or C?
K. Sharissa. And the inscription across the bottom says, "Here, the three consortium, or here the consortium of three creates the Sapphire Sentinel."
Very quickly.
Interesting. I thought that the creator of the Sentinel was what's it? Something.
No, he went to search for it for the thing that he was searching for.
No. Not Alkazaars. The name, the other name, the one that activates it, was the. I thought that.
No, he's not the creator.
It was the. I thought we said it was the prince that he was.
Hamakai, you mean?
Yeah, Hamakai was the prince that he said was his creator.
No, actually.
Oh, I see.
So
the way it's written in their own languages would probably taking a letter from each of them.
No, I just read something.
Oh,
because like Kylan.
Kai, yeah.
So that would be the Kai at the end, Hamakai.
And you see the grandfather go up, and he's like brushing some dirt and dust off of it. And you're like, ew, magic.
Magic.
You know there's purple worm dung over here? You might not want to wipe all over the place.
Arcana check when he says magic.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Is he actually touching magic, or is it...
24.
Where... That'll be an 11 for me.
You seen him touching the painting.
Oh,
on
okay.
Murals on the wall.
So he's physically touching the painting.
And you've seen him brushing like dust off of them and sand particles.
But then he's like, magic.
So I will go up. I will go up to it. And I will gently put my hand on it.
It tingles.
Can I feel from it what it's doing?
Give me an Arcana check.
No.
24.
Preservation?
Probably.
And then you look at it.
But if that's for preservation, then how does this fall over here?
And then you look at it. None of the paint is cracked. Even chipped off.
I will go back to my drawing and continue to draw what it depicts.
Alright.
Kinda super very angsty baby.
You better get in that armor now.
Ben just went, she's high as fuck. She
wants to drink colors.
She wants to drink colors. Fuck.
She's got the good trap.
As you're standing there cleaning the armor and looking around, Toki, you notice that there's benches, desks, cooking fire. Some scaffolding.
So these people were here, and now are not here. Can I tell how old everything is, or how if it's been recently here, or?
Well, as you're looking at it, you see some of the scaffolding has been obviously gnawed on.
Someone's hungry. Just about to say about numbing on the sky.
But it's only like this far from the ground where it's been chewed on.
Does the beetles like to chew on
Termites.
metal termites? Shit.
Oh yeah, the beetles will eat just about anything.
Yeah, I got a feeling somebody.
Why? Oh.
There's some nail marks on these scaffolding over here. I'm wondering if there's those beetles.
Which means they would be here as well.
Mm-hmm.
They could have come in here.
Meaning,
And then you see your grandfather moves on to the next painting to your right from where you're standing.
here, do so you know
And you're
what
standing.
I want to see that one next.
That's what you wrote. That's your red tentacle daddy.
Oh gosh.
This mural illustrates 3 wizards with odd hats presenting a stone golem to a young man dressed in royal finery.
That's why it's got that name.
Okay.
One of the wizards embeds a sapphire shard in the right palm of the young man. Ancient script labels the young man, and a larger inscription is engraved below it. And engraved in the stone, it says Prince Hamukai of Azumar. And the inscription around the mural reads, "Here the Sapphire Sentinel is bound to the wizard Prince Hamukai of Azumar."
Question. Do I want one of the wizards with the odd hats hat?
You don't know.
Do they look fashionable or do they look like old school to the point that it's
Well,
not really
make you
fitting
look
me?
more stylish is what you were trying to find.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're definitely odd hats. But they're wizards, so you never know.
Cyborg doesn't have really.
Would it go with my eyes?
As you're imagining, maybe one of them, not really sure.
2.
Okay. Well, could you strut
second
down,
one, I think that one's supposed for you.
Runway and be like, yeah, I'm stylish. Would your husband enjoy you see you in that?
I don't do magic, and neither does my grandson. Clearly, some of y'all do. Which I'm nothing against you.
Nah, it's not my
But
thing.
can you? I've heard of a spell called that you can detect magic. Can you do that? Any of y'all? Can you tell me what you see.
I don't actually think that I have that one.
I know Belladonna.
I had it when I had the staff.
Let me check your cards.
And the grandfather is reading the inscriptions outside. This way you know what they say.
I know.
Belladonna has detect magic.
Yeah, Belladonna has detect magic because she's used it before.
Yeah.
I got
Belladonna.
detect that.
Belladonna, sweetheart.
Can we use you as a tool for a moment while you're in the other room?
Belladonna,
Darling.
can we use you as a tool while you're in there?
Using her as a tool.
We're using her as a tool, so she's detect magic for us.
Geiger countering. Relay to us what you'd see.
You have been relayed.
Okay, so if he's cool with the magic, I'm gonna start using minor illusion to conjure the hats on my head.
He's just gonna phase through 'em. No.
He's got a little pocket mirror.
No.
Maybe.
Maybe.
He's got a little pocket
No.
mirror, and he's just nah, maybe nah.
That's creative. Could be useful. So I don't like it. Then he moves on to the third one and reads it out loud. This mural shows the golem and the prince placing a golden cylinder inside a vault filled with stars. A beam of blue light emerges from the gem in the golem's chest.
Hang on, sorry. Golem and Prince placing cylinder
What?
into vault.
No, you do
Yep,
not have.
filled with stars.
Filled.
What do you matter? What are you doing?
And reading
Bizarre?
the inscription, the grandfather says, "Here By Hamokai's command, the Sapphire Sentinel unlocks the Vault of Stars to hide and protect the Nether Scroll.
Right.
Another scroll.
Vault of Stars. It'd be very odd for a vault to have just one thing.
Tim, is that bottle still good?
Should be.
It's still good, Tim. But
Why would... You know, according to our lore, that's Elysium.
The star constellation.
It just looks like painted stars.
Yeah. But
there's no actual constellation.
Oh, yeah,
you can figure out. It's just like a painting of the night sky.
Okay, so he's talking about Elysium, the city that Foom and then Foom Desert.
No.
Bad magic.
No, heaven. He's like, yeah, the afterlife.
No, with magic, it's probably pocket dimension or.
Well,
Yes.
we call it Elysium or the afterlife, so it's where you go to be with the gods.
so you know why we were asking for you for a tool. He asked if any of us could use detect magic. You're the only one.
And when you
Teach me, O wise sage.
when you cast detect magic, the murals, like the edging and writing on them, glow. And these are magically preserved murals.
Oh!
Shadow.
Oh my god.
Really? Claws in the bum?
No, they weren't in the bum.
Back.
Oh.
My guy.
Right in the shoulder, lower part of the shoulder blade.
Moving on to the next one,
Baby cat.
in which he crosses across and looks at the first one.
Shadow.
So 1, 2, 3,
You will
4,
get
5,
chased
6.
by
Yeah.
baby.
Bonk, bonk.
This mural portrays a battle between the young man and a blue stone golem, or a blue stone, embedded in his right palm.
He's right there.
Oh, with the blue stone embedded in his right palm. A blue dragon and its army of monsters and men.
Okay, so battle between the king and the stone and his
prince.
No, with. I meant with.
You know that's another piece of armor I have to fucking write down now. You know?
The dragon has blasted the golem with dark energy that is hurling it through a crack in the sky. The dragon has a label in the inscription.
Okay, so battle with a blue stone versus the blue dragon and minions.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else was the next part?
The stone golem went through a crack in the sky.
Wait, so are we dealing with a multiplanar combat with this?
Possibly.
Okay. 1, 2, crack in the sky.
So then how did the golem get back?
They went in and he put it in the other dimension, and then perhaps they were fighting in that dimension, and the golem went through the crack back here.
But then
That sounds like a good idea. Looks like that's what it's.
But then why create the painting on this side when the battle was on the other?
Let's look at the next one because it could have been the golem that painted it.
The inscription beneath it that glows for you, because it's around the border.
Okay.
Here, the Sapphire Sentinel is destroyed in the terrible battle against the dragon Zik Zok Risha, who cursed Hamukai.
So that is written in Detect Magic, not the regular script?
No, it's written in the
frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was number 5?
Yep.
Oh, I got confused there, so I didn't even write anything. Please repeat.
The Sapphire was destroyed.
The Sapphire Sentinel is destroyed in the terrible battle against the dragon Zikzak Risha, who cursed Hamukai.
So then, what are we traveling with?
Maybe the golem that's missing its sapphire thingy.
Well, that kind of explains why it's here.
Actually, it doesn't. If it was destroyed, how is it here?
I don't know.
All right,
Let's
so
see. Maybe the next mural has
go
more
back.
information.
Going back to Gesundheit. What was the dragon's name?
Zikzak Risha.
Bless you.
I'm writing this like as it's pronounced.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Time there's a baby trying to escape under the table.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'm going to do like SSSST for forest, but that doesn't really work.
Oh, he's poopy.
He moves on to the next mural.
He needs to get changed into
no.
jammies anyway.
All right.
This mural shows the young man being embedded in a sarcophagus
I'm sorry.
along
I draw the line there, but
with a
you
gold
hear
cylinder
what we found?
inscribed
Yeah.
with
Wanna say?
symbols. 3 wizards with unique hats
You know,
cast a
shielded
spell on
cavalier
the young
was supposed to
man,
mean.
whose eyes are closed. Mourners crowd all around.
sorry, but I draw the line at poopy diaper.
And the transcription around the border reads Prince Hamukai of Azumar
There's like first 2. On top
and the
of
3
everything else after shield. Do you see what
3
my
wizards.
AC is now?
wizards Abzin, Kalin, and Sharisha. Here lies Hamukai.
Oh, buddy, you're
Oh,
okay.
here Hamukai enters the eternal sleep to avert the dragon's curse and is sealed in slumber with the nether scroll.
Okay, so a young man was placed in the sarcophagi, buried with the golden cylinder, and then it said something about the three wizards. They sealed them in it, right?
Yep.
Is that what, okay.
Basically,
You got this. My leg's just suddenly
to
getting
prevent the curse from spreading or continuing.
No, this is the chat.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay.
We're almost
Not
done.
my other 3 terrors.
I'm about to wrap this up.
Oh, you're fine, love.
He's like, well, that sucks. Wasn't after the nether scroll, but okay. Now we know
Where were
it's
you after?
at.
What were you after?
I was after the golem to verify my the lore my grandmother told me, but I don't remember this as a kid. Of course, I was a kid and I don't remember a lot from back then.
Yeah, Mount Dew does not count as a clear drink.
Yeah.
I've tried that.
Alright, let's see what
before.
this last one says. This is exciting. This mural shows the destruction.
Oh, this is the 7th one?
Yep.
Oh, goodness.
And slaughter of a city
Oh, goodness.
by an assault from a one-eyed blue dragon and a horde of monsters. The blue dragon stands atop a mastaba, which is like a step pyramid. Under which lies a star-filled vault surrounded by a magical aura. The vault holds a young man inside a sarcophagus. On the left side of the mural, 3 wizards wearing curious hats flee towards a distant series of caves.
Okay, so destruction and slaughter of a city by a one-eyed dragon and minions.
Standing on top of a step pyramid.
So the dragon is standing on top of a step pyramid?
Yep, called a mastaba.
He doing better. Depends on. store keys.
Okay, standing on a mastaba. Mastaba
I know it's a little busy over here. I'm
holds
sorry.
a man in
You do not look impressed.
a sarcophagi.
With the gold cylinder. And then the three wizards fleeing 2 cowards. And
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
It's-
Stop your laughing. I need to get this written.
No, it's the chat.
I know. I'll find it out later. 3 wizards running to cave in distance.
as you're looking, just give me an insight.
This is the cave that we're in. 20 or
I'm starting to get jealous.
sorry,
It sounds like she's
16.
on the good shit.
I
It
know,
looks very
right?
similar because the way it's depicted is very sharp.
I mean, I don't like the
With
fact
murals painted
but
on the walls.
Oh no.
Tiny, tiny murals.
Okay.
Well, it's 10 foot, so.
Yeah.
And the inscription underneath it says, "Here the dragon returns to destroy the city of
Shadow.
Azumar
Can you
and open the tomb of Prince Hamukai."
put that over his dice?
As the survivors flee to Haurun.
Here, dragon comes to
I'm guessing
destroy
this is how Ivor
Azumar.
was when he had the drink.
Here, the dragon comes to destroy Azumar. What was the next part?
And open the tomb of the prince as the survivors flee to Haurun.
No.
And underneath it, you see a crude map painted underneath it.
Biscuit.
Okay.
And
We've
the
got
grandfather
church
goes
here.
and he sits down
And
and
then
is
it's over there.
dusting it off, and you can see the paint is actually like chipping and flecking off of it a little bit.
Okay, I can't
He's
really
like,
see that.
Oh.
Okay, I kind of want to see that paper trail.
I know, right?
If we follow this map, we'll get to the city of Azumar. It's like 3 days south of here.
Biscuit. Come on, baby.
What are you doing?
He is loving on all your stuff.
I don't know why.
Just loving on
And that's what I'm going to call game. Because it's kind of late and